I'm Dan Galusha. Welcome to another edition of Shoot and Plink. Now, believe it or not, we are going to have another one on sniper pellets. Doc McKay would like to see what the sniper lights shoot like in his favorite Browning buckmark. Now, I'm talking about the Umarex, the replica of the Browning buckmark that they have, and that's this one right here. So, the sniper pellets are these right here, and they're the sniper lights, by the way. We have already shot the mediums and the magnums and all of that, and we're going to see how they perform in here. What I've done so far, they've done very, very well. We're also going to shoot them in my favorite pick-me-up-and-shoot-me Umarex NXG with the Axion red dot sight. And we're going to fire at that, but I want to show you what happens. The one thing that I've run into with these sniper lights is the skirt. I haven't run into that with the others. It's been, kind of lay this down somewhere. There we go. The skirts, I don't know what it is about these, because the magnums and all of the others have done very well, but the lights don't. And I've noticed that the skirt is done somewhat different. It has flared. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that is really flared way out. And maybe I can get the first one to do that. I'll go ahead and load it to show you what happens, because it still shoots in this. Hopefully this is one there. Okay. Now, this is one that does it. See how the pellet doesn't want to fit down in there just like you want it? Now, you wouldn't think that would shoot, but with this gun it will. You can go ahead and kind of press it around, but it's still not down in there good, but it still closes up and it still does shoot in this, and I've done okay with that. And that's ready to fire. I have the safety on, the safety automatically goes on, so we're okay there. Now, the other one, the NXG, that's another reason I picked this to show you. Of course, you cock it like that. Now, we're going to put one of these in here, because you have to load these individually, which anybody that's got one of these knows, and it's not pumped. It will not be pumped until it's cocked. There. Now, we'll push that forward. You think your pellet is in there. You can see the bar right there. It's pushed in. You have to actually push it till you hear that click. I know you heard that pop. Now it's in place to shoot. Then I can pump it up and fire it. Safety is on right now. It would have went on automatically once I start pumping it. That's what's nice about this little gun, because it's a great gun for a beginner. Anybody, really. I mean, I love this thing, and it's a lot cheaper. Good one to get somebody into, but we're not doing a review on the NXG. It's just one of those that kind of gets me all fired up. But we will be shooting it. What we're going to do, we're going to shoot with these lights. On the left target, we're going to fire about 5 rounds with the buckmark. Then on the right target, we're going to go with this. And then we're going to do a little bit of plinking. So let's turn the camera around and we're going to start shooting and see how it works. We fired 5 rounds of this, and can't really see them real well. I'm doing it freestanding, as normally, and it's windy, as you can also tell. Why don't we fire just, say about maybe 5 more rounds at it and see where it goes. Okay, now we're going to move on to that NXG and see what happens. We're going to take a look at those, of course, a little bit later. We're going to start shooting the right side with that one. And it's a pump, of course. So let you know, I'm going to pump it 4 times. And we're going to be shooting at about 10 meters. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to set up some plinking targets. Well, you can see I kept hitting them. They're just not falling over. In fact, what I'm going to do is move that thing a little bit out further and we'll knock them off with that NXG then. But they've definitely been hitting with the buck mark. So next we're going to shoot the NXG. As I said, now we're going to be shooting that NXG. I've moved the blocks out just a little bit, so we should knock them right off of there. This way there'll be 5 rounds and should be 5 targets out there. Get these off. These are my Jim Norquist specials. They're shooting glasses, by the way. They're a Champion polarized glass, but they've got a prescription on them. Actually, those are a computer prescription. I've told you that several times. So I have to use to shoot. It's kind of weird, I know, but that's the way it is. As far as the targets go, I'd say either side isn't really all that bad. You know, I was freestanding with it, like I said. I was just mainly shooting to show you how it works, and they were hitting, you know, right close to center. Not too bad. Few off, like over here, what have you. But, you know, with I guess if you'd use a bench or whatever and something like that, you'd probably be on pretty good. But, as you know, I rarely do anything like that. Mine just pick me up and shoot it. That's about it. As far as these go, where I concentrated a little bit on them, a little bit more, I guess you'd say, somewhat. There's some center shots here. There's no doubt about that. You can see that right through there, and blew out the back right in here. So, you know, here's another one that's just about dead center in it. And so they're not too bad. It's on the NXG. Like I said, 5 shots. Well, same way with that other one. I mean, I was hitting it all the time. They just weren't knocking them over because I didn't have them moved out far enough. There was no place for them to go except forward. So, you know, as far as a pellet, like I said, Doc McKay is with a group called Plinking Over Paper, and that's a Facebook group. And he always thought that the lights would probably be the best thing for the 177 pellets. And he's probably right. They definitely shot the best in that Umarex Buckmark. There was no doubt about that. If you look back at the other videos, you'll see that, what we were doing there with that. And this is the first time we tried the lights. So if you're wanting something for like a 177 and a lighter gun, we did find out that the PCPs, such as Linda Jordan had said that she felt that the PCPs would be much better with the magnums and the mediums and that. They were a lot better. Skirt wise, I had heard problems before. I was told about them, and this was the first skirt problems I had run into, and it's on the lights. The others, I have not encountered any skirt problems like I showed you earlier there. So, you know, I wouldn't be afraid to buy these. They work fine. I'm hitting, well, I actually shot first before the other day with the regular Excite pellets that H&N has. These are H&Ns, by the way. And they're a plinking pellet, and it's just a wad cutter. And I probably hit just as well as I did with these sniper pellets. I really can't see that big of a difference in them. They both did very, very well, but the snipers do seem to be on. There's no doubt about that, but hey, I'm not being sponsored by these people. Not hardly. I can't even get them to talk to me about anything. So, you know, it's just something that I went out and bought, and I'm just reviewing it for you. And Doc McKay came up with a lot of good questions on them, and as to what would do this and what would do that, because he don't want to spend his good hard-earned money in order to get something that maybe don't work. So you can draw your own conclusions. Look at the other videos that we've done on these sniper pellets. Compare the three different models, the Magnum, the Medium, and I've also shot 22s in it. I had a 22, I think, of the Magnum that I shot. So you can do that too. Like I said, there's several different videos in the Dan's Fish, or yeah, it's the Dan's Fish and Tail Shoot and Plink site now, the channel. It used to just be Dan's Fish and Tails. Now we've changed the name to Dan's Fish and Tails and Shoot and Plink. So you know, any of those there, like I said, there's probably about, counting this one, about 4 videos in all on the sniper pellets. So if you want to go back and review them, great. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.